What if LeBron played in the 90s? It's a question that gets people talking, whether it's in barbershops, group chats, or just hanging out with friends. Some say he would dominate. Others think the tough, physical style of the 90s would slow him down. But the real answer, it's not that simple. Hello, and welcome back to NBA Hype Vault. Subscribe to our channel if you have not yet. Let's go back in time for a moment. Imagine a young LeBron stepping onto the court in 1993. No social media, no easy fouls, just hard-nosed basketball, tough defense, and legends like Jordan, Ewing, and Rodman waiting to test him. Would he be able to handle it? Would he still be a superstar? Let's find out and uncover the truth most people do not talk about. In terms of physicality, let's make one thing clear. LeBron James would have been a serious problem in the 1990s. Standing 6 feet 9 inches and weighing over 250 pounds, he has the size of a power forward, the speed of a guard, and the basketball IQ of a seasoned veteran. That kind of mix did not come around often back then, and it still does not today. The 90s were full of big physical players like Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, and a young Shaquille O'Neal. These guys played tough and hit hard, but LeBron was built for that kind of game. He is strong enough to take contact, fast enough to blow by defenders, and smart enough to make the right play almost every time. What really sets LeBron apart is how many roles he can play. He can run the offense, drive to the rim, post up, or even lock down on defense. In the 90s, most players had more defined roles. LeBron would have been something new, something defenses were not ready for. Just imagine Scottie Pippen, one of the best defenders of the 90s, trying to stop LeBron. Pippen was great, but LeBron is bigger, just as quick, and an even better passer. That is a tough matchup for anyone. Even Dennis Rodman, who played against all the legends, said LeBron would be a star in any era. He is right. The size, skill, and smartness of LeBron would have made him a top player in the 1990s, without a doubt. Hand-checking, a lot of people say, LeBron wouldn't be as good in the 90s. He could not handle the hand-checking and rough defense. But that is not really true when you look closer. LeBron has always been great at playing through contact. He grew up playing tough basketball where there were not always fouls called. He is strong, fast, and knows how to use his body. He does not back down from physical play, in fact. He often plays better when the game gets rough. He is built for it. Back in the 90s, defenders were allowed to use their hands more. It's called hand-checking, and it made it harder to drive to the basket. Some people think this would stop LeBron, but it could actually help him. When a defender touches him, LeBron can feel exactly where they are and use that to his advantage. He knows when to bump them off, when to go for the shot, or when to draw a foul. And let's not forget players like Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler played in that era and were amazing. Neither of them was as big or strong as LeBron, but they still dominated. So the question is not about, could LeBron survive the 90s? The better question is, could the 90s handle LeBron? A player with his size, skill, and smarts would have been a huge problem for any team in that era. He would have found a way to shine just like he always has. Pace, space, and scoring basketball in the 1990s was a lot different from today. The game was slower. Teams focused more on post play, and players did not shoot as many three-pointers. Back then, big men ruled the paint, and guards usually played very traditional roles. But the style of LeBron is different, and that is exactly why he would have stood out. LeBron loves to drive to the basket, draw defenders, and then pass to open teammates. This drive and kick style would have been ahead of its time in the 90s. While he was not a great shooter early in his career, his court vision and passing were already amazing. If you put guys like Reggie Miller or Glenn Rice, both great shooters, next to LeBron, they would have likely had their best seasons ever. LeBron would have changed how people looked at the forward position. He could handle the ball, set up plays, and run the offense, something not many forwards did back then. In a league where most players stuck to one role, LeBron could have done it all. Would he have had to adjust his game a little? Definitely. Every great player does. Even Michael Jordan had to change how he played after facing the tough, physical Bad Boy Pistons in the late 80s. But LeBron is smart and adaptable. He always finds a way to make an impact. In the 90s, he would not just fit in, he would have pushed the game forward, just like he has done in today's NBA. Mentality and leadership. This is where most of the hate comes from. Some people say LeBron would not last in the 90s because he is too soft. He flops, complains to refs, and whines too much. But that is not really fair, and here is why. LeBron plays in a very different time. Today's NBA is watched all the time. There are cameras everywhere, social media, and sports talk shows 24/7. Every little reaction, every mistake, and every word is recorded and shared online. If a player looks frustrated or argues a call, it goes viral within minutes. Now imagine if LeBron had grown up in the 90s. No Instagram, no Twitter, no constant media pressure. He would have learned to deal with things differently because the world around him would have been different too. His mindset and style would reflect that era, just like every great player adjusts to their time. And let's give him credit where it's due. LeBron has played through a lot. He has faced loud, angry crowds, been blamed for forming super teams, and dealt with massive pressure in the playoffs. But he still showed up when it mattered most. Just look at the 2016 NBA Finals when he led the Cavaliers to a historic comeback against the 73-9 Warriors. That was not soft, that was greatness. Mental toughness isn't about yelling or looking angry. It's about showing up, pushing through the noise, and performing under pressure. And LeBron has done that again and again, no matter the era. Would LeBron be the GOAT in the 90s? If LeBron had entered the NBA around 1993, he would have been stepping into the league during the prime of Michael Jordan. MJ was already the face of basketball, winning championships and dominating the game like no one else. Competing with Jordan at his peak would have made it hard for anyone, even someone as talented as LeBron, to take over as the best player of that era. But let's not forget who LeBron is. He has the size of a power forward, the vision of a point guard, and the basketball IQ of a coach. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend all at an elite level. Those skills would have made him one of the most complete players the 90s had ever seen. Even if he did not win 6 championships like Jordan, LeBron would have still been a huge star. He likely would have won a few MVPs and led his teams deep into the playoffs year after year. Players, coaches, and fans would have respected his all-around game, leadership, and ability to lift any team. As Jordan got older and retired, as he did in 1998, LeBron could have taken over the league. He might not have replaced MJ as the GOAT back then, but he would have been right there in the conversation. So would LeBron be the greatest of all time in the 90s? Maybe not right away, but top 5? Absolutely. And once MJ stepped away, there's a real chance that era could have belonged to King James. Overall. So what is the truth nobody talks about? It's that LeBron James would not just survive in the 1990s, he'd dominate. With his strength, size, and basketball smarts, he was built for that kind of physical game. He could handle the contact, the pace, and the tough defense. More importantly, he would adjust, just like all great players do. No, he might not average 30 points every season, and he might not win 6 rings. But make no mistake, he'd still be a superstar. A player every team feared. A guy who made his teammates better, showed up in the biggest moments, and set the standard for greatness. LeBron would be an all-star year after year, in the MVP race every season, and the face of any franchise he played for. Different rules, different era, same unstoppable king. If you find this video interesting, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content about NBA World. Thanks for watching.